Hey, what's happening, people? Welcome back to the channel. It's good to see you. How we doing? We all good? Any winners today? I did. One official play ended up coming in the end. It wasn't easy. We got there eventually. Telling Greek Sport money line. Happy days. Want to know? Nice little start. Nice start. What else happened? David Goffin beat Prismic 2-1. Yeah. Raonic beat De Jong in two as well. Greek Sport obviously won 2-1. He dropped the first set, and I'm just watching Aliassime v Cressy now. Aliassime took the first set in a tiebreaker. He should probably get this one done. What have we got now? Day two, round one. Got two more officials here for tomorrow. Let's keep it going. Let's carry it on. Before I get into it, like the video if you would, subscribe if you're not. Go on, do me a favour, do yourself a favour, more than anything, just subscribe. I appreciate you. Right, let's get into it. Waste no time with these. Like I said, two officials from me. We've got 7 games. I may add another one, but just go through them as quick as I can. So, first one, Bona Koric, Alexander Bublik. This is split right down the middle. Evens right down the middle. Spread is just half. Well, yeah, just a half. Either way. Totals 23.5. Head to head is 2-0 to Bublik. These played each other in Montpellier in the final last week. Bublik obviously won it. Not only did he win it, he actually became the first player to win a tour title from coming back from a set down in every match in the event. It's quite impressive. Quite impressive, I'd say. I'm happy with that. Bublik did look really good. I'd say it takes some mental grit to get that done. Looks like a close one on paper. I'm expecting more of the same. I think Bublik will just grind this one out again. Am I going to bet on it? Not too sure. If I was taking it, I'd be looking at Bublik all day. Moving on, game number two, Zhang v Alexander Shevchenko. It's another tough one, split right down the middle. Spread is just a half either way. Total is 22.5. First time these have played. Zhang really likes these slower indoor courts, doesn't he? I'd say they quite suit Shevchenko as well. I mean, attacking wise, he looked a bit shaky in France last week. I won't lie. Zhang's a tricky one. We say this about him every time we mention him. Such a tricky opponent. As a matter of fact, he feasts on opponents like this, doesn't he? He loves being an underdog. Well, I don't think he's an underdog anymore. I think the half is actually going to Shevchenko. I fancy Zhang to draw quite a few errors out of this kid. I can just see it happening. Can't you? It's going to happen, innit? Surely. Zhang for a set at the bare minimum. He definitely wins a set. I don't think Shevchenko wins this in two. I'd be surprised if he did. Apart from that, I'd be staying off it. Zhang for a set or nothing on that for me. Game number three, Fabian Marozsan, Martin Fucsovics. Fucsovics is a slight favourite in this. Spread is 1.5. Totals 23.5. Head to head is one apiece. These two actually played each other at the end. I've got it here. It's the end of 2022 season. So it was the first ever all Hungarian Challenger Tour final in Bratislava. I know that was a mouthful. Fabian Marozsan, he's made quite a lot of progress since then, and he. Although Fucsovics on the indoor hard court, you may say it's more favourable, slightly more favourable in my opinion. Marozsan's looked a bit off as well. He hasn't had the best start to the season. He looks shite in the Davis Cup. He actually got subbed off for that return game against Struff, didn't he? So with that in mind, with that being said, I'd be looking at Martin Fucsovics to get this one done. Decent odds just for him to win outright as well. Couldn't talk it off that. Let me know if you've got anything for that. Game number four, Alex de Minaur, Sebastian Corda. De Minaur slight favourites as we all expect. Spread is actually, well, a, a decent slight favourite, let's say that. Spread's 2.5. Total is 22.5. Head to head is one apiece. Look, Sebastian Corda's off to a disappointing start to this season, and he did win in France last week. He got a point in the Davis Cup as well, but he were not clean. Them wins were not clean at all. Who was it? Hugo Grenier and I don't know how you say his last name, the Ukrainian fellow, is it Kroit, something like that. Yeah, not really impressive wins in my opinion. Alex Di Minor's quality, we all know about this fella. We took him for the first 3 games, didn't we? Well, was it the first 3 games? We took him until he ran into Rublev in the Australian Open. He was fantastic. Really good player. Been really good. Can't fault him, really. Very consistent. We know what we're going to get. Are we going to get like prime Coda? Is this going to, seeing people on Twitter saying this is going to be like a bounce back game for Coda, like a bounce back game against Alex Di Minor? You fucking joking, aren't you? Didn't know there was such thing. Look, on his day, like Coda could definitely be a tricky opponent. I can see where they're coming from in a sense. He could be tricky for Di Minor on his day, but he's going to have to be fucking excellent if he's going to take the demon out. And something about this game, I'm just like, I don't know. Something about it, it's screaming a trap to me, and I don't know what it is. I'd be taking Alex Di Minor if anything in that one, but I don't know. Corda for an upset, I don't know. I can't see it personally, but I'd be quite surprised if Sebastian Corda won that game. Let's say that. Anyway, let's waste no more time on that. Got what? 3 more. If you're still watching, like if you would, subscribe if you're not. Come on. Only takes you a second. What are you doing? Try and get to 120 before the end of the tournament. I appreciate you. Let's crack on. Crack on. Number 5. This is another tough one. This is a rough game, actually. Alejandro Davidovich Fokina, Jan-Lennard Struff. Very even. Well, very, very slight edge to Davidovich Fokina in this. Spread is a half. Total is 22.5. Davidovich Fokina is so inconsistent, and he's got decent wins and then really shit losses. Jan-Lennard Struff, we're going to see his rank take a bit of a dive this season. We're not surprised in that, surely. Although, on his day, that save that he's got, it can be somewhat unplayable. Um, Davidovich Fokina has actually lost in the first round the last 2 times here at Rotterdam, but give him his due. One was to Stefanos Tsitsipas and the other one was to Daniel Medvedev. Fuck that. God help you if you're betting this game. You don't have to bet this one, surely. Like, over, if you've got to, over 22.5. See both of these getting a set, do you reckon? I just think Fokina just beats. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to think about it. Game number 6. So, first official from me on this one. And it's Zizou Berge versus Andrei Rublev. Berg's 4-1 underdog. As we can imagine, that seems about right. Spread is 4.5, totals 21.5. Look, Berg's he got a set off Tsitsipas, didn't he, in the Australian Open? He took the first one off him. He suffered with the heat a little bit. I don't think that would have mattered anyway against Tsitsipas, but he did say he suffered with the heat. This is a lot better for you indoors, and especially over in Holland. Um, he looked great in qualifying. He looked decent in qualifying. I'll give him that. Beat Radionov and Zepieri. Yeah, them two. Andrei Rublev, though, I mean, upsets against this fella, they're few and far in between, are they? Like, they're very hard to come by. Um, can't see it. Won't happen. Not gonna happen. I think Rublev probably gets this one done in 2. This fella's looked great all season. I'll be taking him to win at the bare minimum. -4.5, probably couldn't talk it off that. Um, yeah, Rublev all day for me. That's the first official. Lock that one in. And the final game is Hubert Catchy Lehechka. Hurkacz, decent favourite. Spread is 2.5. I've seen that 3.5 as well. That's given a slight edge to Lehechka on the 3.5 there. Totals 23.5. Look, Hurkacz failed to defend his title in Marseille last week, didn't he? You know, no shame in that though. He still played really well. Hugo Humbert was just unstoppable. fair play to him. He played absolutely fantastic. Devastated for Dimitrov in the final again. But like I said, you couldn't fault Umberto in that. He played really, really good. Yuri Lehechka's been a bit of a mixed bag, hasn't he? Since what title did he win? Was it Adelaide? Bit of a mixed bag. He looked fucking knackered in that tournament he was in last one. And that game against Rinderknech. Was it against Artur Rinderknech, was it? And the one before that, he ended up dropping the first set. It was David Goffin winning it. Yeah, he looked shaky as fuck. Can't see him beating Hubert Hurkacz. See him taking a set potentially. Possibly, anything's possible, yeah. I just think for me, this is Hubie all day. Hubie all day, -2.5 as well. Possibly, I might have a sprinkle on that. Nonetheless, I'll be taking Hubert Hurkacz to win that one. Fucking sound. Sound. 7 of the best for you there. 7 of the best officials from me. Just said them, haven't I? Andrei Rublev. Rublev in 2 as well. That looks sound. Hubert Hurkacz to beat Yuri Lehechka. Sound. 1-0 today. 2-0 tomorrow. To get some cash. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you stopping by as always. Like if you haven't, subscribe if you're not. Take it easy. Take care of yourself. Take care of one another. Enjoy the tennis. See you in a bit.